Hi, my name is Miah Miranda. I am 18 years old and I was born on the 14th of September 2006 in our house at Bagong Bayang, Pililla, Rizal. This is my wonderful family. This is my mamalet, my Papa Ben, my older sister Ate Melay, and my little brother Matmat. Come and I'll tell you my beautiful story. My earliest memories are filled with joy and love because since then my parents spurred me with so much love and attention. There are many memorable things I did when I was a child, but I think one of the most significant childhood events I remember is that every weekend my family and I go to the field to harvest melons that my father planted. After harvesting, we tend to go to the nearest palengke and buy some snacks, which we ate at the field while enjoying the fresh air that time. It was a very simple season of our lives, yet it was so memorable that it taught me that no amount of money can buy happiness and real peace. My educational journey commenced at the age of 3 when I was enrolled in daycare. I vividly recall my mother bringing me to the daycare center. While in the classroom, I often found myself gazing out the window, anxiously checking for her presence. If I did not see her face or shadow, I would instinctively feel a surge of anxiety and attempt to leave the classroom in search of her. As a child, I really thought that it would be the most difficult problem I could possibly have, but I am wrong. I was a kind of student who just wanted to learn and enjoy at the same time. I really don't see my grades as a big deal, but I always try my best to have a good one. Going to school alone is one of my smallest yet purest achievement I gained that time because I felt that I'm independent. When I was in elementary, grade 2 to be exact, I have two girl best friends. Their name is Jenna and Jace. We three are always together because our mothers are best friends as well. We're taking our lunch together, doing our assignment together, and of course, playing together. I think the best memory that I have from elementary is that time where I competed in our school pageant. I did not get a title nor a crown, but my name was called many times for minor and major awards. That is also the very moment where I dreamed of becoming a beauty queen. But everything had changed when we stepped in grade 3 because Jace has to transfer school near their house. That's why Jenna and I are left at our school. That year is the very first batch of having pilot section at that school. We took an exam for it, hoping to be part of the star section, and we gladly passed. I was filled with excitement when I first entered the classroom of a star section, and I cannot believe that I am part of it. Some of my classmates are my past classmates as well, some are transferees, and some came from lower section. Days, weeks, and months goes by, and then one day, I found myself crying at the edge of that room. Why? Because I saw how cruel people can be. Little did I know that the room that I entered was filled with rich, smart, and bright people, while I am just a poor and simple girl who just want to enjoy being a child. And here comes the major challenge I face that left my heart pierced and broken. Because of the huge difference that I have from them, I got discriminated, bullied, and neglected. I am just starting to explore elementary that time, but what I encountered is countless of painful words. They insulted my physical appearance, my color, my knowledge, and the most painful one is my status in life. School and education became so difficult for me because of the people around me. I don't have any friend at all. Jenna, my best friend, is so modest to the point that she was so easy to be convinced by my classmates. Oftentimes, I don't want to go to school because I don't want to see them nor hear their voices. For about 4 years, from grade 3 to grade 6, countless and endless of bullying happened to me. That's why as years went by, I became immune to their words. that I am not belong, I am not good enough, and I am not beautiful. And growing up, I accepted all of those accusations. Upon graduating from elementary school, I made the decision to never pursue an exam for a star section in high school. As I begin this new chapter, I am hopeful for a fulfilling school experience, aiming to make at least one or two friends and to heal the wounds that my elementary years have left behind. And everything happened just as I expected, because since my first week in high school, I already felt the sense of belongingness. I already have not just one or two friends, but I have an entire circle. I finally have someone who will join me to go to the canteen, someone who will teach me if I did not get the lesson, and someone who truly accepts who I am. For the entire first year at high school, I enjoyed a lot, to the point that I didn't notice that my grades got low. That's why the moment that I realized it, I burst into tears and promised myself that I will do better next time. The next year, I was filled with so much dedication. I prepared myself for every challenges of the academic year. I continued on hanging out with my friends, but now with limitations. I focused more on my studies and challenged myself to be part of the honorary ranking. And since the very first grading, I became part of it. I continued working on my studies and balancing my relationship with my friends. That's why every grading, my ranking got even higher. Until the third grading comes, I finally got the first rank that I have always been dreaming of. I'm so happy that time. I was filled with gratitude and so much dedication. And then, the fourth grading came. That was also the first months of 2020, that's why I am so recharged and motivated. But no one ever thought that we just stepped onto the worst year of this generation so far. The first month, January, the Taal volcano at Batangas exploded. Classes are suspended. It was 62 kilometers away from our hometown in Rizal, but we experienced the ashfall that covered almost anything outside. That's why the authorities remind us to wear face masks for our safety. It affects us mildly, that's why it's easy for us to recover and clean those things that are covered with ashfall, and took us only a few days to get back to school. But just when we thought it was over, because even before we end the month of January, the COVID-19 pandemic kicks off. We are at the school that time and our teachers told us that the classes are suspended for the entire week. All of us are so delightful to hear that classes are suspended. We even cheer and shout, but little did we know, it would be the last time we will see our classroom in each other's faces. Because since that moment, we never get back to school again. The entire nation is on lockdown and we students need to study everything on our own. It was so difficult to adjust at first. Virtual lessons, virtual teachers, and virtual classmates. That is something that none of us predicted. As days, months, and weeks goes by, we became used to it. During the pandemic, I also discovered my talent for the arts. Art is the only thing that makes me calm and happy despite the pandemic threatening our lives. I became so in love in arts, specifically in painting, because that is where I can express my emotions and feelings. And until now, painting became my favorite pastime and hobby. For the entire remaining 2 years of our high school journey, we are just in front of our gadgets and doing everything on our own. But I never let those things to ruin me. That's why every semester, I am always one of the top students, part of the honorary ranking, and one of those students who truly excel. Then the graduation came, of course, through online as well. After that long unexpected 4 years of our lives, we finally come to an end. All of the sleepless nights, anxiety, and pressures, we finally come to the finish line of being a high school student. And as for me, I just graduated with high honor, which I have been praying for. Until now, it feels nostalgic because that is the first award that I got that truly came from my sweat and tears, and I can truly say that it was the most significant turning point in my life. That's why when I step into senior high school, my dedication and my entire well-being is so ready to conquer another battle. But of course, we cannot fight a battle without our companion. The new circle of friends I added to my list, Shian, Alexa, and Ate Jong. They are my sisters in and out of school and they never let me conquer my battle alone. I became elected as our class president and I am so glad that I handled them very well. In fact, because of my performance, I became a candidate for president for the Supreme Student Council.
Position of president under the royal parties. If I will be elected as your president, I will not promise anything. But I will do everything to provide you the best treatment that we children really deserve. And one of the main purposes I run for president is that I want to break the stigma of strand discrimination. Kung saan kadalasan kinukumpara natin, itong strand na to sa kabilang strand. Sabi natin na mas mahirap to sa isa or mas maganda to sa isa.
But to make the long story short, everything paid off. I graduated grade 11 with an award of being a YUM's top 1. And last May 2024, I graduated senior high school with so much pride because my ranking got higher. Out of 900 plus students, I ranked 3rd and was awarded as the first honorable mention of our batch, along with 7 awards.
Miranda, Miah Miranda. Recipient of Distinguished Achievement in Arts, Distinguished Achievement in Media, Merit in Communication Arts, Distinguished Achievement in Social Science, and Academic Awardee, 2nd in rank.
First honorable mention from Yumstrand, Miranda Miranda.
But wait, there's so much more that I want to share with you. You are just in the middle when you're not even on the exciting part. My personal life has been filled with so much obstacles. Since when I was a child, I saw the different faces of people and I understand how our society works. At a very young age, I became the shock absorber of my classmates and my eyes become open to the unfair reality of this world. But I cannot deny the fact that it was the very reason why I became a stronger woman. My physical asset is my lips or mouth, because aside from its beautiful little form, it is also my bread and butter in everything that I do. Reporting, campaigning, delivering speech, and of course, being on stage, speaking from my advocacies. Without my lips and my God-given ability to speak in front of people, I will never be in my position now. Growing up, I was known for being jolly at home, but at school, I am just a quiet girl who doesn't have any friends. And I literally see myself as an extra, shadow of the main character or just a supporting actress in a movie. But as I stepped to so many levels of life and education, that is where everything started to change. One of my proudest achievements is when I won as Miss Bagambayan 2023. At first, I was full of doubts and fears because of what my past brought me. But because of my family, my friends, and all of the people around me who have believed in my capability, I conquered all of those fears and doubts. I became the title holder that year and I'm able to inspire so many little girls out there to believe in themselves as well.
Miah Miranda, Rock Good evening po sa ating lahat. Kung makikita po natin sa larawan, meron pong isang timbangan at merong isang bata sa kabilang side dito. Ang kabilang side naman ay merong isang ama na naglalaan ng lahat ng kanyang pera, ng lahat ng kanyang mga pinagtrabahuhan para makamit ang edukasyon na para sa kanyang anak. Ladies and gentlemen, this might be a simple picture, but it shows us the reality of this world. Wherein in order for us to get an education, we just need a lot of money. We just need to have a lot. But ladies and gentlemen, no matter what kind of circumstances circumstances are, if we are willing to take that knowledge, if we are willing to seek knowledge and learning, we will always gain our success. Thank you.
Thank you so much, candidate number 6, Miah Miranda from Ulong.
So as a teenager, I will not lie in here tonight that I will build an organization or I will become an advocate for something because I know that it was a really huge responsibility. But as a teenager, the least and the most important thing that I can do is that wherever I will go, I will always protect, respect, and take care of Mother Nature. And I will encourage every people that I will meet to do the same thing because after all, this is the one and only world that we have. And not only that, I will forever carry the title of being a resident of Bagong Bayan and of being a Pililiano, so that every nation nor every culture will see me as a perfect representative, that every Pililiano carries the same attitude and the same heart. Maraming salamat.
Thank you so much,
Since I won, many doors also opened for me. I became the muse of our strand, as well as a basketball team here in Pililla. But what really altered my brain is that moment where I was called to be a judge at an elementary pageant. It was something new to me and I never thought that I would experience that. But indeed, God's plan is always wonderful and perfect. After that judging experience, I became a judge to some of the competitions and pageant here in Pililla and even in our school in Tanay. Until now, I cannot believe what has happened into my life. And I will always credit all of this to God, to my family, and to all the people who never get started believing in me. Throughout my life, my family played a very significant role in shaping and helping me through any battles I face. They are the ones who have given me pure love and support, and all of my achievements are for them. My family gave me joy all the time, and they are the best support system that I have. Without them, I cannot excel in things because they are the fuel to my dreams. My favorite material possession are art materials. At first, I really want to collect it, but as time goes by, I started to use it and it became my talent as well. I enjoy collecting art materials because it is very helpful for me as a student. It gives me joy every time I got to own new set of markers, paints, and canvases. In terms of physical appearance, I am attracted to someone who is tall, has beautiful eyes, and someone who smells good. And in terms of values, I want someone who knew and loved God, because I believe that if he loves God, every good things will follow. And I am glad to share that I found him. He is also my partner in Miss Bagong Bayan, a handsome, tall, and a very good man. He courted me for 1 year and 5 months, and last October, I made it official. I already see myself being with him till we get old, and I hope that is also what God has planned for us. I grew up in a religious family. That's why since then, I really believe in God and I was exposed to the Bible. But it was only way back in 2018 when I started to know Him more. I learned so many things about God and how good He's been since the beginning of time. I believe in God because the mere fact that I'm still breathing is the best proof of His existence. I believe in God not only for the blessing He gave to us, but also to all of the pains, struggles, and problems He allowed us to encounter. Because through those experiences, we saw His hand. Life is like a tree. We need to undergo our trimming season for us to grow even better. This is the motto or quote that has guided me throughout my journey. My life isn't perfect. I've done a lot of mistakes and I've been through so many battles. Tons of tears fall out to my eyes because of the pain that I've been through. But just like a tree, we should feel the pain and suffering for us to grow even better and become stronger. We need to let go some parts of us that are rotten and needs to be taken away, because if not, it will only destroy us. Looking ahead, my aspirations and goals include being a good and brave lawyer, someone who will serve the government and protect the community at the same time, someone who will give hope to those people who can't find any, and someone who will give justice to those who deserves it. Another thing on my list is to be an inspiring beauty queen. Nowadays, beauty pageants became a platform where we can express our advocacies and the things that we believe in. And as someone who have been discriminated and neglected before, I want to share my story to a wider audience and be a perfect representation of victory to all the young girls out there. You cannot control the wind, but you can always adjust your sail. This is my philosophy in life. Yes, we are not able to control the problems surrounding us. We cannot command people to stop teasing us, and we cannot stop the pain for haunting us. But we can always adjust the sail of our mind and think of possible ways to conquer those challenges. We can always divert our emotions to think of positive things, despite all the negativities around. And most importantly, we can choose to live our life with goodness, kindness, and hope. Even though life is so unfair. In sum, my journey has been filled with tears and laughters, pains and happiness, and challenges to victories. I never expected that I will be able to speak now and say that I conquered all of those battles. I've learned that life will be beautiful if you wanted to, if we set our mind on good things, and if we never let the negativity ruin us. I also learned that God indeed has a bigger picture in everything. It might take a long time, but if it's part of the plan, it will happen no matter what it takes. Through all the ups and downs, the defeats and victories, and through all the good and the bad, I've come to appreciate all the people who had helped me in anything that I do. I've come to appreciate the smallest and tiniest detail of blessing that God has given to me. And above anything else, I've come to appreciate myself, my strength and perseverance that has brought me in my position, my braveness that helped me conquer my battles, and my faith in God, which reminded me that everything will be okay soon. My life story is a tapestry of experience, and I look forward to the chapters yet written.